and girls, it's Miss White. Lost my eraser already. All right, we are on lesson 123 and it looks like this, so make sure you have that out. We are going to start with some letter sounds. All right, number 1. Let's do A. And that's A. We're going to do some easy ones today, actually. Number 2, let's do A. We have A consonant E, comma A, or as a final sound, A-Y. Number 3 is H. Number 4, G, is G. Number 5, J, that's J. Number 6, E. Number 7, let's do B, B. Number 8, we'll do D. That's D. Final sound, D or ED. Number 9, let's do TH. And number 10, let's do ER. All right, make sure you have those down. We put some easy ones in there for you today. And then we're going to move on to our new digraph. Actually, we're not going to do that quite yet. I forgot we have to spell a couple words first. Sorry about that. We're going to spell on number 11. Also, this is where our A makes the sound. Also, A, S, and O. Number 12, we're going to spell always. Again, our A makes the sound. A, that's that combination A, Y, and S, always. Number 13, we're not ready for yet, so make sure you have these two down, and we're going to move on to our new digraph that we're learning. All right, let's look at these words. We have ceiling, protein, and seize, like seize the day. Ceiling, protein, and seize. What are we hearing that's making that E sound in these words? It's this EI, right? EI. This is called our digraph EI. It's a vowel digraph because it has E and I in it. And we're hearing that E sound. So when we code a digraph, we underline it. And then in this case, we're only hearing the E sound, so we're going to cross our I out and put a macron on the E. Cross our I out, E, macron on the E. Cross our I out, macron on the E. All right? So our EI digraph actually makes 2 sounds. So we also have this EI digraph. We have veil, vein, and rain. So again, we would underline it. And this time it's making that A sound. When it's making the A sound, we don't do anything to it. And again, you could just sound it out, veen, and say, no, there's no word as veen, so it must be vein when you're trying to decide between the 2 sounds that the word is going to make. So in that case, you just underline, and there's no coding, any more coding in the rest of the word. All right. Let's look at our pictures for this, because that's what they test you on, right? And remember, when I talk about, so if I showed you the EI, you would say digraph EI, and then when I asked you what sounds it made, you could say E or A, or E and A, because actually I would want both of them. For our pictures for this, our EI with our macron, it's a picture. I had to think about it for a second because I'm like, cash register, it's a receipt. They're showing you the receipt. And then here they're showing you a bride and she's wearing a veil. So that's how you can have your 2 picture cards. All right, let's practice a little bit of spelling with this. We are going to spell, hold on, I don't actually have it. Here we go. We are going to spell weird. All right, number 13, weird. And you're hearing that E sounding weird, right? So that would be where we put the macron on the E. Number 14, either. So again, it's the EI, and then we would put the macron up there. And then next we have vein. I forgot to sound out those first ones. Sorry guys, but I think you'll forgive me. And then the A sound, so it's our EI, and then N, vein. All right. Make sure you have these three down. I'm going to erase, and then we're going to practice coding a little bit. All right, number 16, we have veil. So we're hearing that A sound in veil, so we'll just underline our digraph. Number 17, reindeer. This is a compound word. We have rain and deer. We're going to underline our EE digraph, cross off the second E, and our first one gets a macron. And then here we're going to underline our EI one, and it's making that A sound, so nothing else needs to be done. Number 18, ceiling. Now here you see that ing, but this is not a suffix. It's just part of the word, ceiling, because seal isn't a word and then we put ing at the end of it. So there's no boxing off that. It's not a suffix. But here we have ing that we do just underline. And then we also have, we underline this, we have our vowel, consonant, vowel pattern going on. And our I gets the brev, and then here our EI, it is making that C-E sound, so we're going to cross off the I, a macron on the E. Number 19 is conceited. We don't want to be conceited, right? Do you know what the word conceited means? D-E-D. It means like that you walk around saying like, I'm the best at everything. I'm the smartest. I know it all. I'm so great. That's conceited. And you should think you're great, but you shouldn't always be like telling everyone you're the best at everything, right? All right, conceited is a big word. We have our suffix ed at the end. I didn't do a whole box. It is a box. I just couldn't really fit it on there. Ed. We're going to draw a line here because we have vowel, consonant, vowel. Whoops, not vowel, consonant, consonant, vowel pattern going on there. And then we put a schwa on top of our O because it makes that sound, conceited. And then we're going to underline our EI digraph, and it's making the E sound, so we cross off the I and put a macron on top. And number 20, we have protein. We have that EI digraph going on. We also have a vowel, consonant, vowel pattern, so we draw a line between the vowel and consonant here, and our O gets a macron. And then protein, E, so we're crossing off the I, putting a macron on the E. All right, go ahead and look at those and then draw a picture. I think you're going to be able to figure out where the line goes for the picture. Make sure you have this pause if you don't. We're going to move on to our last set. Number 21, we have ballpark. This is a compound word. I don't know why I want to always call it a combination word, but it's a compound word. We're going to draw a line between ball and park. We have ball, and it's an A, so it's getting that schwa, or not schwa, it's getting the two dots above it, so sorry. Here we have our AR combination, and that's all you got to do on that one. 22, we have dishwater. Oh, I thought it was dishwasher. It's dishwater. Dishwater. Combination ER. It's also a compound word. We'll draw a line between dish and water. Here we have a vowel, consonant, vowel pattern. So we're going to draw our line there. Our A is making that ah sound with the W, so it gets the two dots. And then our SH digraph, and our I gets a macron. All right, 23. Alive. Here we have our vowel, consonant, vowel pattern. We also have, so we're going to draw a line here, and then that's so that's our schwa A. That's what I was trying to say before. Gets our little upside down looking E on the top of it. And then here we have vowel or I, consonant E. Our E gets marked off, our I gets a macron. 24, boiling. Here our ing is a suffix. It gets boxed off. We have our OI. Is that the diphthong? Is OI a diphthong? I think so. All right. And that's all we have on that. 25, lotion. We have our tion, final stable syllable, so we bracket that off, and then we have our open O, and it gets a macron. All right, you are going to turn your paper around. Oh, hold on, I'm going to hold it up. Draw a line to the picture that matches. That picture is a little weird. It looks like she's squirting something out and rubbing it on her skin like lotion. On the back, on 123, we have for our lesson, we are going to read that paragraph and answer the 4 questions afterwards. All right. Whoops. I will see you next time.